Now I am going to explain torque on current carrying coil or loop in uniform magnetic field. Let us take the one loop. This is the loop. Okay, look at here very carefully. This is a loop. This loop is placed in the uniform magnetic field. This is a loop. The loop is the A, B, C, D. It's a wire. Wire will be wound like a rectangle, and this is placed in the magnetic field. Right? You see here, I am placing this one in the magnetic field. How you place in the magnetic field? Just you have to place in between north and south poles of the magnet. This ABCD is a current loop. It carries some current. The current we can consider as flows from A to B and B to C, C to D, and the next coming back like this. This is a current loop. Okay, ABCD is a current loop. It's what about the magnetic field direction? Magnetic field direction is away from the north and towards the south. This is the direction of the magnetic field. You remember. Okay, and here I want the length and breadth. This is considered as the B is the breadth of the rectangular loop, and L is the length of the rectangular loop. Rectangular loop has the ABCD is the rectangular current carrying coil. Okay, ABC is the rectangular loop, rectangular current loop. It carries some current. Rectangular current loop. It carries some current I. Now that loop has the length L and breadth B. If you want to find out the area of that one, okay, area of loop. How you find out the area of loop? A is the area of loop. That is, area of loop is length into breadth. That we write as LB. Is it correct? We write as LB. LB is the length of the area of the rectangular loop. L is the length and B is the breadth. Is it correct, students? Now that rectangular loop is placed in the magnetic field, that is the B is the magnetic induction. B is the magnetic field or the induction. Okay. Now let us take like this. This is also breadth parallel to that. Okay, and this is the ABCD is the plane of the coil. We will take the normal to the plane of the coil. Normal to plane of coil is n cap. N cap is the unit vector that is normal to the plane of coil. Normal to plane of coil. Now what we are doing, this normal to plane of coil makes some angle with the field. That angle I am going to take that is theta. Theta is angle between the normal to the plane of coil. Theta is angle between, you see the figure picture, the terms are very important in this, that's why I am explaining. Angle between n cap. N cap means what? Normal to plane of coil. N cap direction is normal to plane of coil, right? Normal to plane of coil or loop. Okay, we can take it as coil or loop also. Only loop I will take because only one turn is there na. One turn means loop, many terms means coil. Okay, normal to plane of coil and magnetic field. Magnetic field. Normal to plane of coil means just you take this as a plane. Normal means it is a perpendicular to plane like this. 90 degree it makes with the plane. This is n cap. Okay, for example, this is a cylinder. Normal to plane means it will be like this. This is n cap, right? This is the plane. This is the plane. Normal to the plane. Okay, right? For example, this is the surface. Normal to surface ends like this will be there. N cap is makes 90 degree with the surface. 90 degree with the surface. That is normal to plane of coil, right? And here theta is the angle between the n cap and field. Now this is a current carrying loop ABCD that is kept in the magnetic field. At the moment on AB side force will act. On AB side force will act. What is the force on AB side? What is the direction of the force on AB side? Why? AB is a current carrying wire that is kept in the magnetic field. Whenever current carrying wire is kept in the magnetic field, it experiences the force. Is it correct? Whenever the current carrying wire, okay, AB wire is kept in the magnetic field, it experiences the force. What is the direction of the force? According to the Fleming left hand rule, you can give the direction of the force. Current is upward. Current is upward. Is it correct? Current is upward. And field is right side. What is the direction of the force? Can anyone give? Fleming left hand rule you apply by drawing on paper. Current is up. Means it should not upward, because current is already upward, means the field may be inward or outward, into the paper or outside of the paper. One check and keep your fingers. Okay, you have to use the left hand rule, Fleming left hand rule you have to use, and you have to use your fingers properly, right? Okay, understood students? Once again try. Field right side, central finger should be outside, right? Thumb where it is showing? On AB side, force direction. It should not up outward, it will be inward. Once check it yourself. It will be inward only. Like this, into the plane of the paper it will be there. Okay, this is the F1. And here also one force will act this side. What about this force? You see CD current is in downward direction. Current is in downward direction. And field right side. Okay, central finger should be downward. Central finger should be downward. Forefinger should be right side. And thumb is towards your face. Towards your face means that will be outward. Okay, that outward we write like this. This is the outward. There are two forces acts, right, on both sides that are in opposite direction, because currents are in opposite direction. Okay, let's go for the forces on that. Force on AB side I want to know. What is the force on AB side from the figure? Force on AB side. Force formula is what? Force on current carrying wire. Very good, very good. Force on AB and CD side will be same. Okay, that is F1 is equal to F2. Why? Because we know general formula for the force is that ILB sin theta, right? ILB sin theta, where I is the current. I is the current and L is the length of the conductor and B is the magnetic field. Theta is angle between the L and B. Theta is angle between the L and B. Here we write as ILB sin theta. Here also AB wire length is L, CD wire length also L. That's why here we write L, and AB and CD both are kept in the magnetic field of induction B only. That's why B we write ILB. Right, we have to write as sin theta. Understood? But what is theta at here? This theta is different, you remember. Okay, here the theta is angle between the L and B. But L perpendicular to B, is it correct? L perpendicular to B, is it correct? L is like this there, length of the wire. Field is right side there. That means L perpendicular to B automatically. Is it correct? L means AB wire length. Field right side. 90 degree is there. Here then theta we write as 90 degree, and or otherwise directly we can write here. One more point here we write as it is theta, and here we write as L perpendicular to B. That's where here we write as directly sin 90 we write. Then we will get the same amount of force F1 is equal to F2 is equal to, we will get as ILB. Same force will act on both bodies. Right? Understood? But the F1 and F2 both forces are opposite direction. When equal and opposite force acts on a body, that body will rotate. You see here very carefully. Okay, there are equal and opposite force acting. On AB side, downward force, downward means inward force. On CD side, outward force will act. Due to this, it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Due to these forces, it will be rotate. Is it correct? That coil will be rotate. In which direction it will rotate? It will rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Due to that, it will rotate in anti-clockwise direction like this. Because CD goes up and AB goes in. That's why it will be rotate. Right? And here, the rotating force is called as the torque. Equal and opposite forces constitute the torque. Equal and opposite forces constitute torque, produces the torque. Then what is the formula for the torque? And coil rotates. Due to that loop rotates. Is it correct? Right. Then what is the rotating force? Rotating force is called as the torque. Torque formula is the force into perpendicular distance between the forces. Let us redraw the diagram now. Here you see here there is ABCD is the rectangular coil. Okay, this point I am going to draw here. This line is the breadth. Okay, I am going to draw this one. This is the breadth. Okay, listen very carefully. Right, very important topic. And this is the breadth. What I am drawing it here, you remember this line I am drawing. Okay, this line. Right, that is equal to breadth. And normal to that line, normal means this is the normal n cap. This is the direction of the field, and there is some angle between them, that is theta. Okay, this is the direction of the field. Where I got this one? You from original figure only. This is the P, and this is n cap perpendicular to plane, and red line is the field. Then angle between the red line and this n cap is field, and n cap is theta. Right, then here I doubt that one, and then after that we will go for the some more simplification for understanding. Right, you see here the breadth. This is the breadth. Okay, this point we can consider as the P, and this point we can consider as Q. Here it is inward force is acting. Inward we can take as the downward force, that is F1. Its formula is ILB. Here upward force is acting, right? F2. Not upward, outward force is acting, that is also ILB. Okay, you see here there are two forces on both ends of this line. Follow the cursor. This side F1 and this side F2, inward and outward. Okay, and this I draw it here. Then after that I want the perpendicular distance between the forces. For that I will make one triangle it here. Let us take the triangle like this. Right angle triangle we can form. And after forming the right angle triangle, one force is this side and one force is this side. Perpendicular distance between them is this one. Right, one force is upward and other force is downward. Then from the figure we write the perpendicular distance. The perpendicular distance is this one. This is R perpendicular distance between the two forces. Perpendicular distance between the two forces. This is F1. F1 is equal to ILB. Okay, here we can write like this. This is the force F1 and this is the force F2. I want the perpendicular distance between the two forces. Right? This is R perpendicular. And from the figure, this is angle is theta, means this n cap is makes 90 degree with the B. This total angle is 90. Remember, this angle is theta and this angle will be 90 minus theta from the figure. And you can make the triangulate here like this by extension. This is 90 minus theta. Okay, this is 90 minus theta, this is 90, and from the figure this you will get as theta. Okay, and this is P. This point we can consider as the Q. Okay, and this we can consider as the R. From figure, okay, from triangle PQR, what we write? Sin theta is equal to, I want the perpendicular distance. Sin theta equal to what you want? Opposite side R perpendicular by hypotenuse we should write. What is hypotenuse from the figure? P. Then from this we will get the R perpendicular as P sin theta. Now you substitute the in the torque formula, right? And then the torque formula is that we know the torque tau is equal to force formula, that is equation 1 ILB into R perpendicular 1, that is P sin theta. Okay, this I am writing from equation 1 also. From equation 1 force formula I am writing ILB, and R perpendicular means perpendicular to the forces is B sin theta, that you write it here. Then I into LB length into breadth we write here, length into breadth into B sin theta. Capital B is the magnetic induction, small b is the breadth, but LB is the area, then we write as IAB sin theta. This is the formula for the torque on current loop in the magnetic field. This is the formula for torque on current loop in the magnetic field. This torque makes the object to rotate, right? Torque formula is current into area into magnetic field into this sign of angle we have, right? Okay, this is the formula for the torque on current loop. If you want the torque on current carrying coil, torque on current carrying coil in magnetic field, torque on current carrying coil which has, coil means it has many turns, which has capital N turns. Torque on current carrying coil which has capital N turns. Okay, then what is the torque formula? The torque formula is in magnetic field I want. Okay, right? Previously we derived the equation 2 for the torque on only loop. Loop means only one turn. This is one turn. But many turns means like this will be there. This is loop and this is coil. Right? Remember it. Coil means many turns. Coil means many turns. Loop means only one turn. Torque on coil which has n turns is the formula, that is NIAB sin theta. Okay, NIAB sin theta. This is the formula. Okay, right. This is equation 2. This current carrying coil, we know that the current carrying coil behaves like magnet, right? Current carrying coil produce the magnetic field, we know. This coil will act like a magnet. That magnet has some magnetic moment. Then this formula we can also write like this, that is tau is equal to MB sin theta. Okay, MB sin theta also we can write. Okay, right? And this is equation 4, where M is the magnetic moment M is the magnetic moment of coil. Its formula is NIA, where N is the number of turns. Okay, N is the number of turns, and I is the current, A is the area. This is equation 5. Current carrying coil acts like a magnet. Its magnetic moment is NIA, where N is the number of turns, I is the current, and A is the area. Okay, if you want to write in vector form, torque in vector form, we can write like this. Okay, torque in vector form, if you want to write, that is tau is bar is equal to, we write as from equation 3 Ni into A bar cross B bar, we write, or otherwise we write as tau bar is equal to M bar cross B bar, we write. MB sin theta we write as M bar cross B bar. AB sin theta we write as A bar cross B bar. Like this we can write in vector form also. Right? Now let us go for some cases regarding this. The case 1 is that what is the torque formula? What you got here, torque formula? Torque formula we got is, okay, torque formula we got is NIAB sin theta. Right? What is theta hit here? Angle between the, theta is angle between, okay, angle between, we can also write like this, theta is NIAB sin theta. Okay, here we write is A bar cross B bar. A bar cross B bar means theta is angle between A bar and B bar also we take. Theta is angle between A bar, area vector A bar, and magnetic field B bar. Okay, but actually we can take the, what is the direction of the area vector, anybody knows? We learned the area vector concept in the first chapter only, right? Area vector is always perpendicular to the plane of the coil. We can write theta is angle between normal to the plane of coil. Why normal we are writing? Because area vector is normal to plane of coil. Normal to plane of coil and magnetic field. Simple it is. Both are same. Why same? Because area vector is always normal to the plane of coil. This is the thing. Very important formula. Okay. Let us discuss the cases. That is, the case 1 is that, case 1. Okay. If theta is 90 degree, right? Or theta is 90 degree. When the theta is 90 degree, if plane of coil, parallel to magnetic field, then what is the angle? What happens to theta? Plane of coil is parallel to magnetic field. This is the plane of coil and this is the field. Plane of coil is, right, parallel to magnetic field. At the moment, what is the angle from the concept? Right? Till now you learned something. From that you tell me what is the angle. सोच के बताइए. Think and tell me, somebody. What happened? Think and tell me. If plane of coil is parallel to the magnetic field, what is the angle? Whether it is 0 or 90. Actually, angle we have to take between the normal to the plane of coil. Plane of coil is like this there. And field is also like this there. Right? And here, if plane of coil is parallel to the magnetic field, angle between the plane and field is 0. But here they are not asking the plane and field. They give theta is angle between the normal to plane of coil and field. Normal to plane of coil and field. That's why, for example, if the plane of coil is this is coil and this is the field, right? And here, what about the normal to plane of coil? Here, plane is parallel. This is only plane, right? You see this. This is the plane of the coil. Now the plane is parallel to the field. Plane means surface. Surface parallel to the field. Along the surface, if you apply the field, then the plane is parallel to the field. But what about the normal drawn to the plane of coil? Normal is like this there. It is. Normal means that is towards you, towards your face. Then this angle is 90 degree. Right? Then here we have to take as theta 90 degree because field is in plane. Field is in plane. But normal to plane like this it will be there. Normal to the plane. Then angle is the normal to the plane and field is 90 degree. Then what happens to the torque at here? What happens to the torque? Torque is equal to NIAB sine theta. Theta is 90 degree. Then what you will get? NIAB. This is the maximum torque. Remember it. Maximum torque. This is the formula for the maximum. Let us take some case 2. That the case 2 is that if plane of coil perpendicular to the magnetic field. If plane of coil perpendicular to the magnetic field, right? Theta 0. Plane of coil perpendicular to the magnetic field means if the plane is like this there. Now the field is like this there. This is the direction of the magnetic field. And what about the normal drawn? Normal drawn also same direction. N cap also normal drawn to the plane means it makes 90 degree. Then normal drawn to the plane of coil and field both are along same direction. At the moment angle between the N cap and normal drawn to the plane of coil and field is 0. Then what about the torque? NIAB sine theta. Theta 0 we write. If theta 0 we write as torque 0 you will get. Torque 0 means torque will be minimum. Torque will be minimum. Understood? This is the thing. And in note, this is actually we wrote the formula for the torque in terms of in terms of angle, that is angle is between the normal drawn to the plane of coil and field. Sorry, normal drawn to the plane of coil and field. Okay. Now I want if alpha is angle between plane of coil and magnetic field. Alpha is angle between the plane of coil and magnetic field. Then torque on coil formula is there. That is tau is equal to NIAB cos alpha we write directly. What is this condition? This condition is that very simple it is. Field we are applying like this. Okay. This is the parallel to the plane. And N cap will be like this there. N cap. Normal to the plane of coil. Okay. Normal to the plane of coil makes an angle theta with the field. This is the plane of coil. Now the plane of coil makes an angle alpha with the field. This is the plane of coil. This one. The plane of coil makes an angle alpha with the field. Then total angle, what happens generally? Alpha plus theta is, alpha plus theta should be 90 degree. Okay, why alpha plus theta 90 degree? Because n cap is normal to plane, right? Plane and field alpha, field and normal theta. If you add both of them, then this is the plane, right? This is the plane. Plane makes an angle alpha plus theta with the n cap. Then n cap is normal to plane, that's why alpha plus theta is 90 degree. And if, from this, if you write the theta is, alpha is 90 minus theta, then again you will get the original formula, right? You write 90 minus theta here, alpha cos 90 minus theta is the sin theta, then you will get as a tau equal to NIAB sin theta. That means you may use the formula torque tau is equal to NIAB sin theta or NIAB cos alpha. When you have to use NIAB cos alpha, if they will give angle between the plane and field. Plane means what? Surface. Plane and field means alpha. Okay, in terms of alpha. Normal and field means theta. Okay, either sine or cos you can use. Okay, this is the class, very important topic. You practice properly, and based on this 2-3 problems also there. Okay, more 2-3 days required to complete this chapter. Okay, you practice properly everything. If you have any query regarding this, you can ask me. Any doubt, students? What? Note pointer. This is one plane, surface. Normal to the surface is this one. Normal means, you know, it's a line makes 90 degree with the surface. 90 degree with the surface, right? If they will give angle between the, plane normal and normal to the plane of coil and magnetic field. Okay, normal to plane of coil. Normal to means it's a line makes 90 degree with the surface. If they will give this normal and field between them angle is theta, then the torque formula is NIAB sin theta. If they will give angle between the plane and field, this is the plane, and the between plane means surface, between surface and field, if they will give alpha, right? In terms of that, if you want the torque, then from the figure, this alpha plus this is the surface, this one, and this is normal to surface. This total angle is 90 degree. This side also total angle is 90 degree. This part is theta, this part is alpha. Then alpha plus theta we write as 90. Then theta we write as 90 minus alpha. And you substitute this one in above equation. NIAB sin 90 minus theta is 90 minus alpha. Sin 90 minus alpha is cos alpha. Then we will get as NIAB cos alpha. Okay, that means if they will give angle between the plane and angle between the plane, this is the plane means surface. Okay, angle between the plane, surface and field alpha, then in terms of that we will get NIAB cos alpha. If they will give angle between the normal to plane of coil, normal means what? Right, it's a line perpendicular to surface. Okay, surface is called as a plane, and between them and field, if they will give angle theta, then the torque formula is previously we derived, that is NIAB sin theta. Just now here we derived. In this what? This is n cap, this is field. Angle between the n cap. Huh? What you are telling, Babu? Clear? Any other member want to ask any question? Complete the notes and start the preparation for the exam. Okay, I will prepare some bits for the first chapter and second chapter, and I will make YouTube video. You watch it. Okay, for the exam. It will be in the November. There is first term exam is there in November. In that you will get the 7 chapters in the physics. Okay, you have the board exam 2 times. Okay, in November 7 chapters are there. Within 2 days we will complete the 4 chapters, big chapters. Next coming 3 chapters are there, small chapters. In November you will get the, you are going to write board exam. Okay, there are 2 board exams are there. Prepare properly for that. November 1 term 1 exam, right? In the March or April final exam will be there. 50% syllabus will be. देखिए पहले कितना पढ़ लिया. First you learn 7 chapters, you will write exam on that. Next again remaining 7 chapters you will learn, again you will write the exam, not combinedly, right? There are 2 exams are there, part 1 and part 2. Okay, right? Today's system is, this year system is changed. Previously whole, after completion of the whole syllabus, right, the exam will be there. Here 50% exam will be there. Again this first term 50% syllabus will not come in the second term, remember. Okay, and you prepare properly for the exam, term 1 and term 2 exam. Okay, if you have any query you can ask me, otherwise you can leave.